fit. There are no warning or advisory at this time. Like our Facebook page, Dominica Meteorological Service. Follow us on Instagram at Dominica Met. Follow our WhatsApp channel 618-3469. Reporter Douglas Charles Airport, I am Keisha Dubik.
From every corner of the world comes the DBS 1350 Total News.
Good afternoon and welcome to the DBS Lunchtime News. My name is Alian Christopher. In the headlines, CEO of the Dominica International Airport Project, Samuel Johnson, is hopeful that a resolution can soon be reached regarding the situation at Des Bois. From the region, Beijing calls on Washington to end Cuba embargo after U.S. President's threat, and internationally, France, Germany, Italy and UK condemn Israel's proposed death penalty law targeting Palestinians. These are the headlines we're looking at. Stay tuned. The details when we return.
Are you worried about how you're going to get to your next destination or important appointment, special event, a new date, but you are stranded? No ride, no bus, nowhere, and look, rain falling. What would you do? Look no further than Carlton Phillip Bonus Rental. Tansa, whatever your destination or translation or transactions, be it personal, business, leisure, pleasure, sightseeing, adventures, weddings, and family vacations, whatever satisfies your personal driving needs in Dominica, think Bonus Rental from Carlton Phillip Fonkole. Top of the line customer service, unbeatable prices, helpful and friendly staff. Renting a bonus vehicle has never been easier. It's all full service. And look, we've got your rental keys already at hand. Carlton Phillips, so prepare for memories that will last a lifetime. So go choose your bonus, get your bonus, rent your bonus, drive your bonus from Carlton Phillips Motor Pool of Fonkole. Now it's your bonus. Go drive safely in your bonus.
You've worked hard to build your dream home. Now it's time to protect it with ICWI's A-Plus Homeowners Policy. From hurricane damage to unexpected losses, we've got you covered with the best homeowners protection in the region. Protect your most valuable asset with coverage for what matters most when it matters the most. ICWI, we know insurance. You know you're protected. ICWI, serving you is all we do. Visit ICWI.com or call 767-440-4294. Visit us on 13 Castle Street in Roseau and on the corner of Harbour Lane and Holland Street, Portsmouth, or any of our agents.
DBS News.
Welcome back. CEO of the Dominica International Airport Project, Samuel Johnson, is hopeful that a resolution can soon be reached regarding the situation at Des Bois. A few Dominicans have expressed concerns about the quarrying activities at the stone field in Des Bois and have staged protests at the site, which have resulted in a 2-month halt to construction at the airport. Johnson says the team is working with the physical planning department and the government to address these concerns.
We've been going through the process with the physical planning department. They've visited the site several times. They provided feedback, mitigation works that they would want. They've given conditions under which we can proceed with the installation of the crusher. So that has already gone on. There was a period where they were trying to get some additional feedback, which should have ended last week. So I'm hoping that the technical committee could have the time to go through that feedback, digest it, and then make any additional recommendations coming out of that they would want to have done, and hopefully we can find a way that we can proceed.
CEO of the Dominica International Airport Project, Samuel Johnson. Meantime, Johnson says the project is on course to be completed by the end of 2027, with the foundation works and earthworks nearing completion.
The foundation works and the earthworks, which occupy the majority of the time on the project, is nearing completion, and that is the development of the platform on top of which the runway and the landside buildings are being built. We're about 90% of that for the runway. And again, just to be very clear on that 90%, is 90% of the finished level, on top of which you would have your sub-course and your main course, and then asphalt for the runway would be placed on top of it. We're hoping that once we get past the quarry challenges that we've been working through, that we should be back on course to start some of that work by end of this year. The intent is to have the airport completed by end of 2027 for the latest, and so far, even with the challenges, we've been able to move resources around to keep things moving. If you go on site, you'll see the buildings have already started going up. The terminal superstructure is going up. The air traffic control building is going up. Cargo terminal, the shell is pretty much complete. Rescue and firefighting, that's also going up. The main roadway is also under development. So the critical path right now is the tunnel, because until the tunnel is complete, which goes under the runway, you can't complete the backfilling for the runway and the subsequent laying of the asphalt on top of it. So that is one area that we're hoping we can get through that bottleneck and work through that. As I've said before, for a project of this size and magnitude, challenges are expected. And that's where you get a true test for the team to be able to figure out creative ways to work around and to solve it, to keep the project moving. So hopefully we can navigate this one as well and stay on course to 2027.
CEO of the Dominica International Airport Project, Samuel Johnson. Chief Election Officer Anthea Joseph is reporting close to 14,000 Dominicans having applied for voter confirmation. The Chief Elections Officer is encouraging the voting public to continue the voter confirmation process.
The Electoral Office reports that to date, near 14,000 persons have applied for confirmation, with close to 4,000 already approved. The office is taking the opportunity to encourage all voters who are on the March 2025 list and have not yet completed the process to do so as soon as possible. The confirmation period will officially end on October 15th, 2026. Members of the public are therefore urged not to wait until the last minute, but to act now. And in response to concerns raised by individuals who do not possess standard identification, the Electoral Office has amended the requirements. Persons without traditional IDs like the passport, social security card, and driver's license can now apply using a passport-size photograph along with an affidavit and a birth certificate. The affidavit must be notarized by the Justice of Peace, a Notary Public, or Commission of Oaths, as well as the passport-size photo. Applicants are required to present one of the following, therefore. You can present a valid passport, or a valid driver's license, or a valid social security card, or a passport-size photo, affidavit signed by the Justice of Peace or Notary Public or Commission of Oaths, and your birth certificate, along with a witness from the same polling district. The Electoral Office emphasizes that individuals who do not complete the confirmation process by the end of the period will not be included on the new voters list, and as a result, will not be eligible to vote thereafter.
That is Chief Elections Officer Anthea Joseph. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs, International Business, Trade and Energy has announced that new prices for petroleum products will take effect today, Monday, the 30th of March 2026. The ministry stated that these adjustments are being made within the context of heightened volatility in international energy markets, driven by the ongoing geopolitical tensions and conflict in the Middle East, a region that remains central to global oil production and supply. According to a press release, the recent upward pressure on world crude oil prices have contributed to global supply uncertainties. Increased insurance and transportation costs all of which directly influence the landed cost of petroleum products in small island developing states like Dominica. It also added that despite these external pressures, the government continues to carefully manage domestic fuel pricing to ensure fairness, stability, and transparency while balancing the need to shield consumers from sharp fluctuations. Minister for Foreign Affairs, International Business, Trade and Energy, Dr. Vince Henderson stated that the current global energy environment underscores the vulnerability of small island developing states to external shocks. He added that the ongoing tensions in the Middle East continue to exert upward pressure on oil markets, and while these factors are beyond our control, the government remains resolute in its commitment to managing domestic prices in a responsible and balanced manner. The minister further said that at the same time, the government is accelerating Dominica's transition towards renewable energy to reduce long-term exposure to imported fuel volatility and to strengthen national energy security. The press release also says that the government remains actively engaged in monitoring international developments, including geopolitical risks affecting energy supply chains, and will continue to take prudent measures to mitigate the impact on households and businesses. Well, that's the national focus, regional and international developments. Up next.
Husband and wife in bed chatting quietly. The husband asking his wife, "Are you ready?" Wife with a smile on her face said, "Yes, I'm always ready and more than ready." The question is, are you ready? Husband replied, "Ready like Freddy. I'm always prepared." It was Duvanjou, so she asked him, "What time is it, Huzzy?" Husband replied, "Time to upgrade." She shouted, "What? On my birthday?" And her smile turned to a serious frown. "Don't touch me. Don't you ever touch me again." Husband says, "Well, I guess you wouldn't get that brand new vehicle from Carlton Phillip as I promised." When she heard those romantic words, her piquant stand up, her eyes started to glow, her face light up like dumblet. But she thought she was being dumped on her birthday and being replaced. Then they embraced and hugged and kissed some more. Head straight to Carlton Phillip. She says, "Look it, honey, that's the ride. The new ride, the favorite color and style." They both hugged and embraced each other. Thanks to Carlton Phillip Motor Pool, phone, telephone, email.
You're simply the best.
For over 55 years, ICWI has stood strong, protecting homes and properties across the Caribbean. Through every storm, every challenge, we've been tried, tested, and trusted. With a robust reinsurance program, we're built to last and built to be there for you when you need us the most. Choose ICWI Property Insurance. Serving you is all we do. Visit ICWI.com. Call 767-440-4294. Visit us on 13 Castle Street in Roseau and on the corner of Harbor Lane and Holland Street in Portsmouth, or any of our agents.
DBS News.
Welcome back. From the region, Beijing has renewed its demand for Washington to abandon its long-standing embargo against Cuba, with Chinese officials describing the coercive measures as unacceptable. The call came shortly after U.S. President Donald Trump signaled a potential escalation against Havana, telling reporters aboard Air Force One that Cuba would be next if American military operations continue in the Middle East. Internationally, in a joint statement, Berlin, Paris, Rome, and London expressed deep concern over a proposed law that would allow the death penalty for Palestinians convicted of carrying out attacks that resulted in the deaths of Israelis. The four countries added that the adoption of this bill would risk undermining Israel's commitment with regards to democratic principles. That's the news. The DBS Lunchtime Sports Update is up next.
Easy Max, get your money fast. Join the family. Call and find out now. You want that quick money to meet all of your needs. High speeds and top service. Easy Max family. 45475 or maybe 10,000. 2.0 is 15 grand. Easy Max your nine.
West Coast Cooperative Credit Union presents the Easy Max Family Loans. Easy Max Plus of $7,500. Easy Max Pro of $10,000 and Easy Max 2.0 of $15,000. Yes, contact us today at 449-6556 or 449-9343 or 295-2682. Terms and conditions apply. West Coast Credit Union, your only credible choice for success.
Welcome to the Lunchtime Sport Report. The Dominica Senior Men's National Football Team will be looking to bounce back from their defeat against Guyana on Friday as they take on Dutch St. Martin later this evening. Kickoff for that game is at 7:30 tonight in the Dominican Republic. St. Martin had beaten Dominica in the first leg of matches last November, and they also picked up a 3-2 win over Belize on the weekend. The assistant coach of the senior men's team, Oris Mills, says Dominica has to be hungry as they look to pick up their first win in the CONCACAF series in the Dominican Republic tonight. In cricket, the Dominica State College have declared on 125 for 4 at lunch, batting first against the Portsmouth Secondary School at the Benjamin Park as action continues in the Sports Division Secondary Schools Under-20 Cricket Championship. Edmund Morancy got 36 and Ursinio Fontaine 27 for the college. Alison Joseph picked up 3 for 20 and Tyler Honoré 1 for 12 bowling for the Portsmouth Secondary School. While the Portsmouth Secondary School will commence their first innings right after lunch. And Alec Athenes will once again captain the Windward Island Volcanoes as the team prepares for the upcoming 2026 West Indies First Class season, with the regional 4-day competition set to bowl off next month under a revised tournament format. Cricket West Indies has introduced a new structure for this year's championship, moving away from the traditional round-robin system. Still with cricket, West Indies have been fined 10% match fee for a slow over rate during their first women's ODI against Australia in St. Kitts on Friday. Windies captain Haley Matthews pled guilty to the offence and accepted the proposed sanction, so there was no need for a special or formal hearing. Back to some football. The Roosevelts carried Portsmouth Bombers are the Wenham Shepherd Posse Cup Invitational winners. They defeated the Central Cooperative Credit Union Limited Dubla Football Club 3-2 in the final played on Sunday at the Benjamin Park. In netball, Spartans are the 2026 Ballarama champions as the Dominican Netball Association commenced its netball league on Sunday. Spartans played Bombers in the Ballarama finals and won 18-15. Also, the national under-16 netball team went down to Westmar in a practice match held over the weekend in Marigot. The under-16 team is preparing for the under-16 Jean Pierre netball competition in Trinidad. They went down 24-30 to Westmar, shooting for the under-16 national team. Adhari Samuel got 10 from 11, Catalina Bugunu 3 from 5, Chrissy Pierre 6 from 15. Well, that's all the time for the Lunchtime Sport Report. I've been the presenter of both the sports and news this lunchtime, Alian Christopher. The Lunchtime Lotto Draw is up next.
Under the sky. So starting March 19th, grab your friends, grab all of them, sip on something nice, and take the stage at the island's most relaxing rooftop spot, Blast Bistro. So whether you're a superstar or you're just singing for fun, Thursdays are your night at Blast Bistro. See you on the rooftop, where every Thursday feels like a celebration. Blast Bistro. Good food, good vibes, great memories. If you miss it, I sorry for you.
Looking for flavor that blasts your taste buds? Welcome to Blast Bistro, Dominica's rooftop gem, perched above the Dominican National Lottery office. Sink your teeth into our famous Blast Burger. Savor our wings with signature sauces and sip in style with handcrafted cocktails that are bold and refreshing. Whether it's a night out or a celebration, we've got the view, the food, and the fun. Open daily from 5 p.m. Contact us at 275-4041. Blast Bistro. Good food, good vibes.
Turn $2 into $2,000 when you play 4. Choose any 4 numbers from 1 to 22. Match all 4 numbers and you win $2,000. Match 3 numbers and you win $40. If there is a jackpot winner, then match 3 and you win $20. Match 2 gives you $4. You can be a grand winner every day when you play 4. Turn $2 into $2,000 when you play 4. Choose any 4 numbers from 1 to 22. Match all 4 numbers and you win $2,000. Match 3 numbers and you win $40. If there is a jackpot winner, then match 3 and you win $20. Match 2 gives you $4. You can be a grand winner every day when you play 4. Tickets cost $2 and are available from all our lottery agents. Dominican National Lottery, everything is possible.
Good afternoon, players, and welcome back to yet another midday draw. It's March 30th, 2026, and I'm your hostess, Mia Francis. Let's now turn $2 into $2,000 with some Play 4. Good luck, everyone. The first number is 9. Your second number is 22. The third number is 20. And your fourth and final number is 5. Let's recap. Your Play 4 lucky numbers are 9, 22, 20, and 5. Play 4. Grand winners every day. Stay tuned for Big 4 with Multi-X.
Now you can play your favorite daily 3 plus Pick 4 3 times a day, Monday to Saturday at 9:30 a.m., 1:30 p.m., and 9 p.m. Dominica National Lottery. Everything is possible.
And we are back, guys. It's big bets, it's big scores. Let's now play some Big 4. Good luck, everyone. And your 4 big numbers for Big 4 are 5, 4, 8, and 5. Well, let's now multiply those winnings with that multi-X ball. The multi-X ball selected is 2X. To recap, your Big 4 lucky numbers are 5, 4, 8, and 5. The multi-X ball selected is 2X. Big 4, it's an easy score. Stay tuned for Pick 2 with Multi-X.
Hi, this is Kelsha Charles, and this is going to be your responsible gaming tip from us here at the Dominican National Lottery. It's important to remember there are other gaming activities so that gaming doesn't become too big a part of your life. There's football, there's basketball, you can even go for a run. Dominican National Lottery, where everything is possible.
Hey guys, welcome back. Let's now play some Pick 2. Good luck to you. And your 2 winning numbers for Pick 2 are 4 and 7. The multi-X ball selected is 2X. Let's recap. Your Pick 2 lucky numbers are 4 and 7. The multi-X ball selected is 2X. Pick 2 and play to win. Stay tuned for one-off.
Everybody rock your body.
Now you can win even if you one off. One off is the all-new and exciting game from the Dominica National Lottery. Simply select your 3-digit numbers from 0 to 9. Place your wager for only $2 per wager, with each additional wager costing $2. And just imagine, if any or all of the lucky numbers are off by one number, higher or lower of the winning numbers, you win.
You really do.
Play one off from the Dominica National Lottery and win anyway.
Thank you so much for staying tuned, guys. Let's now win some cash with one-off. All the best, guys. And your 3 lucky numbers for one-off are 5, 8, and 3. To recap, Your one-off lucky numbers are 5, 8, and 3. One-off. Win anyway. Up next is the 8th Multi-X.
Are you ready to sing your heart out? Vibes on Vibes. Blast Bistro presents karaoke on the rooftop every Thursday from 4 p.m. until you say when. Tell them Beyonce. It's your voice, your vibe, and your moment under the sky. So starting March 19th, grab your friends, grab all of them, sip on something nice, and take the stage at the island's